Welcome to PostGrid tutorial, where we'll guide you through the essential features of our platform. Now let's try creating our own templates. To do that, we first need to navigate to the templates page. Over here, you can see all of your existing templates and select the Create Template button right here on the top of the page to create a new template. There are two ways of creating templates on PostGrid. You can either use raw HTML by checking this box right here, or you can use the template editor. For this demo, I'll be using your editor today. Let me add a description to our template first. And then we can click the Create button. Like we saw in the design guidelines, different countries expect different file dimensions. So we need to select the destination we're planning to send this letter to. I'll select US and International today, but you can also select the UK, Canada, and Australia. I'll also work with letters today, but you can also select postcards and self-mailers of different sizes. Everything looks right, so we can click Start Editing to create our template. So this is the template canvas, and we can add many different elements to our templates here, including images and text. We can either use one of the images available or upload our own pictures. But for the demo, I'll just use one of the available options. We can also use the search bar at the top here to search for more images as well. We can then customize this image in many different ways. We can click it and drag it to move it around the template. We can also rotate it and resize it. And there's also a number of other options here at the top, so we can customize the image further. You can also add or duplicate pages on the template as well. It is important to know that every element on the template needs to be inside this red bleed line so it doesn't get cut off after printing. We also indicate here the region where the addresses will be stamped, so it's important that you do not place any content on this area because that will get covered by the addresses. If you do need to have content on this area though, it's possible to insert a blank page for the address, but we can talk more about that when it's time to create the letter. Now let's add some text to our template. We can do that by selecting Text and Create Body. One of the benefits of working with templates is that we can customize our text. Let's have another look at the CSV file that we use to create our contacts. We can see here that we added some additional columns like code, days, invoice number, date created, and date due. And now we can use this information to customize our letters by using merge variables. So let's see how to do that. When we want to use a merge variable, all we have to do is insert double curly braces like this and enter the variable we want inside them. Here, for example, I want to use the recipient's first name, so I'll use to.first name. Let me show you where you can find the syntax for the first name variable. If I go to the contacts page and I click a contact, I'll go to the contact details page, and then I can click on raw data to get more information. Here we'll have some attributes like address line 1, address line 2, city, company name, country code, description, email, first name, job title, last name, phone number, postal or zip, and province or state. So these are the default variables that can be used from a contact in merge variables. If I want to use the recipient's information like this, I use the syntax to.firstname. But if I want to enter the sender information instead, we use the same attributes, but we use from instead, like this. We can also use the custom information that we added on our CSV, and we just need to add the column name between curly braces. For example, if I want to use the invoice number, all I need to do is to enter it between curly braces, and this will get populated when the letter is created. Let's do the same thing for date due. So we just insert curly braces like this, and then enter the variable name to match the column name that we entered on the CSV as well. So for the default variables, like the default contact information, we need to use the to and from syntax like we did here. But for all of these extra columns that we entered, all we have to do is use the same name as we did on the CSV, and that will be enough to populate that information when we create the letter. Thank you for joining us for this tutorial. I hope this helps you to make the most of our platform. And don't hesitate to send an email to support@postgrid.com if you have any more questions.